They're not even selling Darth Vader merch at the park.
Yeah, they're done selling Darth Vader merch, and that's the most iconic Star Wars character ever.
That's how you know things have gone wrong. It's like if they're willing to
prioritize Grogu over Darth Vader.
Right. Well, if they're willing to say that, if they're willing to pretend like Kylo Ren is Darth Vader.
No.
They're willing to pretend like it's Rey and Chewbacca in the Millennium Falcon. Even Lando and Chewie in the Millennium Falcon.
That works too.
That's still okay for me.
Yes.
Come on, Han, oh buddy, don't let me down. You guys remember those good lines?
Yeah,
remember those good movies?
The message is we're stronger together.
And then in the end, it's the Super Mario Brothers,
right,
who defeat Bowser.
Right.
That's awesome. Everybody gets something.
That's a wholesome message. It's not cobbled together.
Yeah.
Okay, so
emotionally bland
and yet
garish. Garish enough to psychologically sedate the preteen Easter audience.
This
Shut
is
up,
game
Kevin.
over.
Kevin Mayer.
Sean Connery was a dog.
Connery has such a unique charm to him. You want to kiss him right now.
Dude, I can't take it.
Welcome back to the
to the Wacky Wonderful Wise Words
podcast, everybody. Chicken soup.
There's something
Guys,
in this water.
Geeks, and goofballs.
You rushed me, and now...
Well, you had coffee in there, so probably some coffee.
Probably.
What do you think we do with the magical mandatory little bit?
Yeah, because...
We throw it at the end.
Thank you for joining us. I was actually thinking about what if we revive a... Never mind. I'm not going to say it.
We could call it the magical mandatory pre-show.
It's going to upset Joshua. No, that doesn't work.
Yeah, because we're not allowed to talk about future Wiseberg stuff on the podcast.
Magical mandatory
midnight
mommy
magical magical mandatory
right
splunking.
Do you guys see there's more? I know we talked about this last week, but there was another picture released of Harley Quinn. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see that.
She has makeup running. She's
I
going
did
like,
see that. Yeah,
what do you guys think? That she's kind of crazy these days.
I'm seeing
Lady
pictures.
Gaga?
Who, Lady?
Oh, Lady Gaga.
She's been doing some wild
she's
interviews.
She's been for years now.
She's
you
insane.
just don't keep up with later.
You know what?
Later.
That's true. And
wow, talk on my thing today.
She wore it like an outfit made of steak.
People can't get over that either.
That was insane. She's an insane person.
But the thing is, you watch A Star Is Born and you're like, oh, this is a normal
It's like,
person.
oh wow, you know what? Maybe she is.
She's a normal
that's
person.
Wrong. She's not a normal person.
A Star Is Born. She is a regular person in that role.
She's playing a regular person,
but she has the capability of acting like a normal person.
You watch
so
Tom Cruise and you think, oh, he's kind of a regular person. Then you see what he's like in real life. He's just, hey, great to see ya.
He's jumping up on the couch.
Nah, he's not like that in real life.
He's definitely like that.
Have you seen him?
He's
just always
on
like
red carpets, maybe.
He's really feeling himself.
I don't know
always.
what he's like in private. In private, he's probably just like.
You think in private he's melancholy?
He's no one.
He just sits and stares.
Tom Cruise
I don't know who
is
he
a
is
character.
in real life.
He has to. Oh, do you guys think that's real though? Do you think there's that multiple personality disorder where with actors who? Do you think they're so disassociated from themselves that they only have the ability to be
I don't think he's Tom Cruise. I think Tom Cruise is probably... I think it's probably more or less not like a real... It's more or less a persona.
Okay.
You know? Of that excited... you know, that you see on the red carpet. I think in private he's probably much more reserved.
But... Okay, so but maybe not Tom Cruise, but if there was going to be an actor who has a multiple personality... like a mental illness that can't find their true self because they're going through so many different versions.
Robin Williams.
You think Robin Williams was that way?
He was.
He was that way.
They made a documentary about him after he died, and like his wife and everybody said that when he wasn't filming, he was so depressed. He would do nothing.
No, but I'm not talking about so depressed. I'm just saying like
that you're different characters.
Like you can't be anything but different characters that you've studied and played. I think honestly, Joaquin Phoenix might flirt with this a little bit. Joaquin Phoenix seems very mentally ill as Joaquin. And I don't know, and he's so dedicated to certain crafts. And you might say the same about Christian Bale, but I think Christian Bale probably has a pretty good head on his shoulders.
He probably has a
he's
lid
definitely
on it.
got a head and a mole.
I think it's probably somebody you don't expect.
Like Lady Gaga.
No, you 100% expect her. It's probably somebody like Matt Damon.
That's wow.
Right?
I can't even
Would you
comprehend.
even think of it being Matt Damon?
Never.
He's like, no,
out of the two, it's definitely Ben Affleck.
It could be
Hey,
Ben
over Matt
Affleck, yeah. But I think it's probably if somebody actually is dealing with this, somebody you won't even expect.
Pete Davidson.
Well,
he's probably the most sane.
You both just gave me a.
I mean, you look at Pete Davidson,
I think
you
he
know there's
wears
something
his
going
mental
on.
illness more. Open.
No, actually, genuinely, John Bernthal. Have you watched any of his podcast stuff?
Yeah, he's
Weird,
a little
wacky.
more. He's a little more charismatic
He's like,
in his persona, but he still has himself. Like he's consistently himself. You know, like listen to him talk to Joey Diaz on Joey Diaz's podcast.
I never watched any of this.
So you don't know nothing about how John Bernthal conducts
weird.
himself in real life?
he's weird.
He's not weird.
He's weird.
It's
like,
different than the roles you've seen him in. That's the only difference. He's not as hard. Like he's not as hard as he is on screen. He's vulnerable.
The first thing
He's
I think
charismatic.
of when I think of John Bernthal is I'm wearing a t-shirt. I'm gonna tuck my shirt in to my belt. I gotta tuck my shirt into my belt.
Where's he from? Texas.
Let's figure this
Because
out.
if he's from the South, they do that.
Okay.
Your brother does that a lot, Ethan.
Ethan doesn't tuck his shirt into the front. Ethan just tucks in his shirt.
Yeah,
Where's
yeah.
John
No,
Bernthal
I'm not
from?
saying to the front. Like John Bernthal tucks his shirt
Washington,
into his pants.
D.C.
His
Oh,
t-shirt.
wow.
So he was born in the nation's capital,
Wow, interesting.
capital city.
Hey,
And yeah, so I don't know. John Bernthal is not what I'm trying to describe here.
what? Okay.
And you're onto something. It might be somebody you can't expect.
That's what I'm saying. It's not the person we think. Like, I would be like, oh, Johnny Depp probably. If he started walking and was just like, I wouldn't be like, oh, that's weird.
I think Johnny Depp falls into that by accident when he's like in a rough patch.
Yeah, I think it's definitely the guy who you least expect. It's probably like Benedict Cumberbatch or something.
Dang, Benedict.
He's sitting at home like, I'm Sherlock Holmes.
Where are my nicotine patches?
Right.
Yeah, I want a cigarette. That kind of thing. What do you think is Benedict's best role? Just quick. Quick. Best role Benedict ever
Best
did.
role Benedict Cumberbatch. I'm gonna say
I don't know. Honestly, don't. I don't know all of his roles. Pull up his roles.
The Imitation Game is really good. Closeted
No.
gay, he's really smart.
No,
Really good.
I would say Imitation Games and the Boston Strangler that just came out are on the same par.
What?
You just
No.
put them at this
Imitation Game is way better than Boston Strangler.
Yeah, but he just
So
puts
much
it at this
better.
thing.
You know what?
because of
Doctor Strange.
the
You know
Penguins.
what?
The
Friggin'
Penguins.
Doctor
He's
Strange.
the best.
The best? Oh, The Grinch.
Where did he do the Grinch?
The anime.
Yeah.
He's the
Oh,
Grinch.
he is the
Yeah.
Grinch.
No, it was pathetic. Not even close
Small,
to Jim Carrey.
The Hobbit. The Hobbit was
He's good in
Just
that.
as
Smog.
I'm gonna
smog.
say
That's
he's-
voice acting, though. You're not even
his
grabbing his
Sherlock
essence.
Holmes performance is really good.
It is.
It's incredibly solid.
Who's better at it, him or Robert Downey?
Him.
Yeah, probably. He's actually
I give it to
authentically
him.
British.
I give it to him.
He's probably
I enjoy the Robert Downey Jr. movie. And
movies. In fact.
I like him and Jude Law. I like Jude Law as Dr. Watson better than what's his name? Freeman? Martin Freeman?
Yes.
Morgan Freeman.
Martin Freeman.
Who played Bilbo. He's
Oh,
Watson and Benedict Cumberbatch's Sherlock
Yes.
Holmes.
Yeah, I like Jude Law better.
No, he's a good actor.
He's
He's got
good.
one style, but it's good.
He's good, but I like Jude Law. I'm a Law
Martin
guy.
has like nervous energy always.
I think Law has been only good more recent years.
Have you ever seen Enemy at the Gates? Incredible. Sherlock Holmes. He's incredible.
Yeah.
You watched AI, Artificial Intelligence. He was incredible in that
He
movie.
did nothing in that movie.
He did
do
a
lot.
ton of
He did a
stuff. He
ton.
was
I was thinking he was the
absolute-
dad.
His
I was
performance
thinking he was
is
the dad.
incredible in that movie.
He did a lot in that movie.
What was that?
That was a weird movie.
There was a movie recently that came out not too long ago.
What are they trying to tell us in that movie?
It's insanity.
There was a really good movie we just watched where he was like hunting somebody.
Jude Law?
Yeah, Jude Law. Do you remember?
AI.
That can't be it. No, he kills him at the end. Kills everybody. He gets him. What was that movie? Yeah.
Did we watch it?
I'm pretty sure we talked about it on the
Did
podcast.
I watch it with you?
I gotta look this up. Dang it.
Well,
Let's
now
see.
He's got to catch them all?
That's Pokemon.
What was it?
Stop talking about Benedict Cumberbatch.
Dumbledore.
No, it wasn't Dumbledore.
King Arthur.
Gosh, he was in Captain Marvel. I always forget about that.
He
was in Anna Karenina.
Yeah, he was in Anna Karenina.
No.
And Keira Knightley was as well. What a wonderful.
Hugo.
No, it wasn't Hugo. Dang it. Well, there was a really
I'm
good
still
movie
reading.
where he was playing like a
Elfie.
oh. It's coming to the.
Gattaca?
No, we didn't talk about it, but I meant to bring it up on the podcast.
We talked about
And-
it. I meant to bring it up.
Look, this is going nowhere. This is
This
going
is
nowhere.
going nowhere.
Do
Freaking-
you know what movie it is? Repo Man?
I need to zoom in, if you don't mind, so I can read it.
Can we just hit the reset on today? Because I
No,
feel
you
like
can't. It's unfortunate, but you can't.
No, resets on
ever
days are
since
never allowed.
I
Go to
got up
prediction.
this morning. It's been insanity.
I think you've perceived it as insanity.
Maybe.
Because you do this a lot. You attribute things to things when nobody else is attributing them to them.
I'm about to go.
Road to perdition.
Road to
Road to perdition. That's
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
never saw
talking
that
about.
one.
It's really
Yes.
freaking good.
We
It's
did
really
talk about
freaking
this,
good.
but that was like 3 months ago.
And he's hunting.
Enemy at the Gates is.
He's hunting people, and Jude Law's the villain.
Ah.
Maybe not the villain, but one of the villains, and he's really good in that role.
Oh, yeah. We threw this on and then didn't watch it.
Yes.
Why?
We did watch it.
We got bored.
We did watch it. It just played in the background.
It's so good.
We got bored.
Do you guys do that where you think of a scenario like this and you say, "Oh, that was 2 months ago," when
Yeah.
really it was probably 6?
Yeah.
I always say 2 to 3 months for stuff, but it could have been a year out. It could have been a month out. It
But
could
you
have
just
been-
lose track of time when it comes to movies.
I just automatically say 2 to 3.
Listen,
2 to
I,
3.
I'd like to
Yeah.
explain what I was saying to you earlier.
Go for
I
it.
know what you were trying to say, but it was just came out
Like,
as
so, for
jumbled.
example, if I wake up, if we walk in, right,
Right.
and we're having a good day, we're drinking coffee.
We're sitting in
and-
your new bedroom.
Right. Josh walks out and he's like, man, I can't do it today. It's like, I feel like you project that onto everybody else. Like we
It's
all can't
definitely-
do it.
Right.
There-
right.
okay.
Joshua's like,
Like last night,
definitely-
we're going to watch a movie and you're like, oh man, I'm in pain. And it's almost like you put that on us. Like we're in pain too.
and I'm like, hey, let's get ourselves a treat for the movie, right? And you're like, I don't want a treat. The treat's too expensive. We're not getting a treat.
And then
I'm
you're like, why are you guys
screw
getting
you.
this treat?
I can have a treat. And Joshua's like, just
Because it's almost like
Yeah.
in your head we're experiencing the same thing you are,
and that's not
which
that's
isn't
not true.
necessarily a bad thing. It's just
no, I just
not
think you
what's
guys are always
happening.
wanting a treat when I'm not wanting a treat, and when I'm wanting a treat, you guys aren't wanting a treat.
I always want a treat. What are you talking about? I'm always trying to get a
You're
treat.
always wanting a treat.
Dang.
What are you?
Don't let
What are
that
you?
slide.
Our first segment is
What are you getting at? Reaching across the table, patting my tummy, and saying, "You always want a treat."
I'm just saying, you
Stop!
haven't lost that baby weight yet.
That's not baby weight. That's grown man weight.
Grown man weight.
That's adult fat.
Well,
No, I'm saying
feel
like
really
like
bad about
the
myself.
sympathy
Oh.
weight is what I'm at. Sympathy.
I never got the sympathy weight.
gaining baby
You haven't
weight.
gained any weight.
You guys are gonna put me.
You wanna
in
go to
an
the gym
early
with me
grave,
after
I
this?
swear. I've been to the gym all week.
And today, you today?
Today is my rest day.
No, tomorrow is your Easter rest day.
No, I'll be going tomorrow.
Why?
You'd be going
During
gym?
Easter?
We got to get to the first segment.
All right, what's the first segment, Joshua?
So, a long time ago,
Man, just hit the button.
What about the Star Wars? Star Wars.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, there was a man named George Lucas. He got old. He had his days.
Get old.
He had his battles. He had his adventures. And so he said, I don't want to have an adventure anymore. Let me sell off my story that I have created, my life's work, to this small company that has no insignificant...
Little startup.
Yeah, a little startup that doesn't have anything but a mouse.
Yeah.
Okay, this is taking way too long.
Yeah.
He sold it to Disney. Disney's making 3 new Star Wars movies. Let's end segment. We're done.
Put it in the hands of Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah, have you seen that interview where George is like, I'm trusting Kathleen Kennedy to take this series?
I haven't seen
and,
anything. Did he have the double chin? Is he like...
Yeah, he had the double chin.
You think General Akbar is based on George Lucas? When he's like...
Admiral Akbar?
Yeah.
I swear, Joshua, that's the most disrespectful thing I've ever heard.
Look, I think...
That's the most disrespectful thing I've ever heard in my life.
I think this is probably pretty disrespectful.
It's all disrespectful.
So what's the news?
So the announcement is that Daisy Ridley will be coming back to play.
I don't know if this has any of the Star Wars movie stuff on it. I pulled this up, but I don't know if it does.
So Star Wars is an interesting place. Blah, 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 blah. Multiple movies have been delayed or canceled after the ... Let's say, where is it? Where's the news? Did you pull up the wrong article, Joshua?
I told you, I just did.
There was go down. Jedi Adventures, Ahsoka. So Ahsoka.
Skeleton Crew.
Yeah.
Andor Season 2. We're getting Andor Season 2.
Okay.
The Acolyte.
Now, I've heard some rough things about this.
I've heard some really bad things about
but the major, and there's a lot of news coming out about it, okay? The Star Wars, and no one's happy about it. Everyone's faking happiness. Everyone's faking happiness.
Can we kind of roughly explain? One person explained, because we need to set a timeline of what's going on. So what happened yesterday and why we talked about it?
So at the Star Wars Celebration, they announced a bunch of new stuff spanning from the Old Republic to after the fall of the Empire. Movies and shows within each of these sort of generations, I guess.
Right.
And so we've got, Ahsoka, Andor.
Just say they announced 3 new
and then
movies.
the three more movies with Daisy Ridley.
Right.
And
no, they're not all with Daisy.
Oh, really?
No, they are.
You didn't. Okay. No, one of them is with
One
Daisy,
of them is Daisy
Ridley. There's going to be another film that's going to be about the very first Jedi ever and how Jedis came to be.
Avatar 1.
Yes. Like 2,000 plus years prior to Episode 1.
The Jesus Jedi.
Yes. And...
the real chosen one.
Then there's also going to be a third movie about Mandalorian.
One's
the
being directed
Mandalorian
by
stuff.
Filoni.
Yes, it's a Mandalorian movie that's
Dave Filoni,
and plus
Star
they're
Wars
doing
movie.
the Acolyte, which is supposed to be like.
They said it's Star Wars. It's Frozen meets Kill Bill. Is how they phrased it. No, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Kill Bill. So
how do you meet Frozen and Kill Bill and call it Star Wars?
So Kill Bill is
their
singing
buzzwords.
Let It Go.
They're buzzwords for adults and kids.
Yeesh.
Adults that think Kill
I'm not
Bill
gonna
is
say that.
cinema, and kids that enjoy Frozen.
Okay, so when we hear about all this news, my interest is piqued with this one, Andor Season 2. If
This has nothing to do with the 3 movies, though.
but they announced that
It's
there's
part
a
of
season
the
2.
announcement.
This is it's just a big announcement. So we're getting more movies. Yay or nay?
It's nay. It's all nay for me.
Okay, yay or nay?
Even this.
Do you think they should give it another shot at the movies?
Yay or nay? I would say hooray.
It's
nay. I didn't even watch Andor, even though you say it's good, because
Andor
I
is
don't
literally the only
care.
good thing out right now for
I don't-
Star Wars, Disney.
But after seeing what they did with Mandalorian, they'll do the same thing to this show.
I mean,
Maybe.
Yes, they will. They'll be like, oh, not a lot of people watched it, but the people who did watch it really liked it. So let's put all of the stuff we want to put into it.
if they threw, we didn't even talk about this on anything. Lizzo, Mandalorian, who do you think they're going to put in Andor season 2?
Dylan Mulvaney.
Who's Dylan?
Oh, we won't talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this like Bruno situation?
It's more like a Caitlyn Jenner situation.
What?
Yeah.
Don't even
We
bring
talk
it up.
about Caitlyn
If you
a lot,
don't know
though.
if you don't know who
If you
Dylan
don't
is,
know who Dylan is, it
don't
doesn't
worry
matter.
about it.
Yeah.
But that's not far. That's not far off.
That's kind of the stuff. You know, they put Lizzo in The Mandalorian and Jack Black.
Well,
Lizzo and Jack
I
Black.
accept Jack Black. He did,
No, Jack Black is not Star Wars.
I don't want to see wacky. I don't.
Jack Black's not Star Wars. It's not.
We don't need to see pop culture like actors in Star Wars.
Yeah, but people are saying, probably said that when they heard Samuel Jackson was going to play in Star Wars. When
it's still
after
stupid.
they watch Pulp Fiction and they're like, what is he going to be like holding up a lightsaber saying, say what? One more time.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. And then we saw him and we're like,
it's still ridiculous.
Have you not seen
Sam
him? Have you not
Jackson
seen
in
that
Star
that
Wars
role?
is ridiculous.
it's a fun role. He got a purple saber.
Donald Glover in Star Wars is ridiculous.
Right.
Emilia Clarke in Star Wars is ridiculous.
The comedian guy.
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr is
Bill
ridiculous.
Burr is ridiculous. In Star
And
Wars,
he got
it's
in
ridiculous.
season 1 and season 2 of Mando.
Now, in season 2, he has a really great, poignant moment that
Right.
makes sense. But he's ridiculous. Everybody.
They
that's
did
in
kind
it-
of redeem Bill Burr's character from season 1 in
Yeah.
season 2. But all the other mess that happened in that episode from season 1 was not redeemed later because that was a big, messy episode. But it's crazy to say that in season 1 of Mandalorian, there's one episode we don't like. In season 2, there might be one episode we don't like.
No, there's a couple in season 1 I don't like.
In
There's a couple in
season
season 2 I
3,
don't like.
We're an episode. We're only 6 episodes have been released, and it's 6 for 6.
I don't care for like any of them.
No, all of them are bad. All of season 6 episodes
But
are
then
bad.
they're gonna do the same thing with Ahsoka. I feel like.
No, the whole thing's going to be... And the thing is, I was putting so much hope in Ahsoka. A new hope, in fact. And so...
A New Hope. In fact, we've made this joke so many times.
It
Yeah.
didn't quite work.
It's a tagline. You threw me off. Friggin', I was putting a lot of stock in Ahsoka. And we get the trailer for it, and now it feels more of the same.
It's all more the same.
And how long are we going to continue down this road? Do you think any of this gets made? Disney's already in a frenzy.
This is already made.
No, I mean, like Skeleton Crew, Andor Season 2, the 3 movies they announced, The Acolyte is actually going to come to fruition.
They'll keep putting them out. Nobody
Lando.
will watch them, but they'll put them out. That's what I think.
Yikes.
They got to do something.
They have to. And I don't know. It's sort of become... The Mandalorian has sort of become like a cartoon.
Right, kind of.
It's a cartoon.
But without even a story, dude.
Having the Lizzo and Jack Black character, I could totally see in something like Star Wars Rebels.
Okay.
Those characters fit in there. They don't fit in live action. None of the characters, like even the mechanic character, doesn't fit in Mando. She doesn't fit. She's not a live action character.
Way too wacky.
She's wacky and stupid, and nobody likes
And
her.
cringy. And they keep putting her in. What are you giggling about?
I can't. I was going to make a joke. I can't.
Okay, then don't. Then don't.
I have to say it, though. It's like at the tip of my
Don't
tongue.
do it. Don't
Okay.
do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it as bad.
All I was going to say is it's hard to
This
fit.
Lando looks
ridiculous.
terrible.
It's ridiculous. It's stupid, and I hate it.
So, what needs to happen? Does it need to crumble to the earth?
Crumble.
Do they just need to hire people who know how to write a continuous
It
story?
needs to not be in Disney's hands. Because
Whose hands would they give it to?
anybody else.
Warner Brothers would do a better job.
Warner Brothers would do a better job.
Warner Brothers would make it.
Universal would do a better job. Of Universal Star Wars franchise.
They
That'd be
couldn't
pretty
even
cool.
get their monster movies off the ground.
Universal.
Yeah.
But they're doing
suck.
Christopher Nolan films.
Christopher Nolan can get his movies made, but they couldn't get their MonsterVerse out.
Okay.
They got what? The Mummy?
I guess.
Yeah, that's it. That's all they got for their MonsterVerse.
Continue. What were you about to say?
I was just going to say they would make it the color grading really dark. I associate different companies with certain color grading, which is weird.
Yeah,
But,
no, I
like,
get you.
Disney has this very, it almost look animated, even though it's really live action. Look, Warner Brothers has like Batman style. It's dark. It's gritty.
It's also
but it's
Dune.
Yes, Dune. Yes.
It's also Barbie.
Yeah.
It's not very dark.
No, but it has this.
It has a certain look. I would agree.
It's almost
Classic
Christopher
cinema.
Nolan-esque.
It's classic
It's
cinema.
Christopher Nolan-esque. And so certain companies have a different color grade, and that's what I associate with it.
A color. You
It's
think?
weird.
Hold on. That's a wild accusation. This is a bit off the beaten path. But do you think studios are mandating a specific color grade to their movies?
I was thinking about this in my head. I just didn't want to derail the conversation. But yeah, I do think
That
Yeah.
is way no way, no freaking way. That is left up to the creatives of the film, not the executives saying you need to put this lid
I mean,
on
there's
it,
certain
so
people
it's
that
branding.
they give leeway to, like if Christopher Nolan comes with a film.
I just did a video. I just did a video about the intricacies of the Batman. There's nobody at Warner Brothers is doing the same thing they did. There's no specific color grade concept or look that's mandated to these.
But you have to
creators inside
agree,
the studios.
Disney
Yeah.
looks a certain way.
Yes.
Well, Disney has formatted their Star Wars universe a specific way,
Yeah.
as well
Which
as
is
their
what I'm
Marvel
talking
universe a
about.
specific
Yeah.
way. But you're
So if
saying
you give it to
Warner
Warner-
Brothers.
I think
in
I
general,
100% agree with you. If you gave it to Warner Brothers,
It
it
would
would
be
have a
different.
That was the first thing I thought when you said Warner
Yes.
Brothers. I was like, it would have a completely different.
Yes, it
look.
would look like Batman.
Yeah, it would look more like Batman. The Dark Knight.
false. They would just the Warner Brothers just hires different directors and creators that make it look a specific way.
And I don't think Warner Brothers, I don't think Sony or Universal. It has to be somebody who cares. Big companies don't care anymore.
Well, you're right. They do not care. Disney cares about. I'm confused by what Disney's trying to do. Do they care about money?
Money.
Do they care about being the best film, the best studio creating the content, or do they care about pandering? Because you can't have all of these things in one basket.
I think they've been gaslit into believing that activism will make them money. But I don't think it will.
No, they're looking for they're looking for a specific kind of fan base that is not going to pay for their stuff. They're pandering to people who are not going to watch Star Wars anyway. They're going to watch Love is Blind, they're going to watch freaking The Bachelorette, and they're going to watch, Why Women Kill on
Wait,
Paramount
are you
Plus.
saying they're trying to get women?
They're trying to get women.
I mean, I get it.
They're trying to
Women
get
are the number one
radical women. They're not going to watch Star Wars.
women. Well, they want women in general because women are the number one consumers.
You
But
think
not
they-
of Star Wars content.
That's the problem.
you think they're thinking about their content too much like a YouTube channel?
They're thinking of it as content.
Like a YouTube channel.
Yeah. And every time I hear them
Probably.
talking about it and they use the word content, it's like, well, that tells me it's dead.
What we're doing right now is content.
This is
this
content.
is a franchise.
A movie shouldn't
This
be
is a
content.
story. No,
It's
an entertainment
content is
story.
pithy. Content is
Unplanned sometimes.
yeah. Ew. Don't touch me with your toe. Just interrupt the podcast. Ew.
Ew, stop doing it. So,
But look, I think Star Wars it's either it's going to die completely in the next few years and something is going to change, or something's not going to change.
go down this path with me. What happens to Disney? Nobody wants to watch Disney Pixar movies anymore. So, Strange World, Lightyear, they flopped.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to watch Star Wars stuff, even though they keep making it, dumping money into it. All right.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to watch Marvel because it all sucks. The only bit of Marvel that doesn't quite suck yet is Sony Marvel, which is Spider-Man,
Which is Sony.
World, which is Sony, really. And they're not going to let go of that IP until it dries up, right? So, if Disney is no longer making money in the three biggest areas they make money, what happens to Disney?
No.
You know?
What happens? Do people stop going to the parks?
I mean, I don't know specifics, but this happens all the time, and we just don't acknowledge it because we don't think about it like this.
It's never been this bad. It's never been this big
with
of
what
a
I'm going
problem.
to say.
This is like
One company that's a big company, will pivot and do something else. Michelin tires. What do we think of when we think of Michelin? The word Michelin today.
Well, you
White.
said it. Tires.
Well, that's not what I think about. I
The
think of
Michelin
food.
Man.
I think of food.
I think of the big guy.
Well, okay, yes, that is. But
The commercials are
Michelin
throwing tires
tires
at
are
you.
doing
Yeah,
food
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So
Hold up. They're doing food now?
Do you not know about this?
I do know about this. You said now. They did food first.
Huh?
They've been doing food for a minute.
They've been doing, okay.
Before they
I'm
were
just
tires,
using it
they were recommendation for
but-
restaurants.
for the
No,
most part.
no, not before. So, to explain what we're talking about, because we went off the trail a little bit. A
Get to
tire
your point,
company
though.
wanted to advertise their tires, so they said to travel with their tires, you go to these restaurants. They made a ranking book where they ranked restaurants. Now that's what I think of because that's totally different. Or like Guinness beer, Guinness World Record, all this other stuff. Disney is going to transition out of maybe entertainment, and they're going to be something else. They have their parks. They have all this other stuff.
No, because number one, your point's invalid. When you say Michelin, people think of tires or the state because they're
Yeah, but what
illiterate.
about Guinness?
Oh, the state.
Guinness is closer.
Okay,
But-
well, I was using them as examples. Maybe my example didn't work.
Right. I don't think that's gonna happen. Disney has to be entertainment.
Disney's only like
It's princess. It's never gonna be like a frozen food company. It's always gonna be princesses and animation and movies
because it's always been so heavily branded.
It'll never change like that. What they have to do for this, the movies either have to get good, or they're gonna fail. They're gonna lose a ton of money.
But that's what I'm
And then
saying.
they'll pivot.
They have to pivot, but it'll be in the entertainment space. It
but-
won't be in the contracting.
How do we know if the movies are good? We're already not going to watch them. I'm saying they've
What if
already
they
dug
became the
themselves
next
into a hole.
YouTube? What if Disney became the next YouTube?
No, they can't compete with YouTube.
No, I don't think that'll happen.
They're big enough to.
No, they are not.
They're not.
They're
They're
big
losing
enough
money.
They're
But
not.
if they pivot and do something, they put all those resources into.
YouTube is first and foremost a search engine. They're not going to pivot and become a search engine.
They would become an online entertainment company rather than.
They already are. It's called Disney Plus. And Disney Plus is not working. What I'm saying is, how do we know, even if they make the best Star Wars films from here on out, how do we know? Because we already don't trust them. We already don't want to watch this franchise. If they have certain characters in it, we already don't want it. And if they have certain characters, like the originals, like Darth Vader, which they can't necessarily, but if they have those originals, we still don't want to watch it because they're ruining them. So I'm saying they've already dug themselves into a hole with Marvel and Star Wars. How are they going to get us back?
They have to walk back. They have to tell people. They
have to
say-
apologize.
well, number one, they have to fire people. They have to fire people that we don't trust.
Kathleen.
Kathleen Kennedy, for the most part, is the biggest.
Even though George Lucas trusted her up front,
They'll have
to
to
get rid of her.
say, we get it, we know what the problem was, but they'll never do that.
Okay.
They'll never admit that she was the problem
right?
because of politics.
We.
They have to do something to appease all the fans, but I don't think they'll do that.
I don't think
Movies
they
will
can.
get worse until they correct themselves, and then people are like, "Oh, the movies are good now."
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what'll happen.
I don't think they find their way back. I think they're gonna have to abandon Star Wars as an IP.
Yeah, they'll have to sell it.
They're gonna have to
And
get
then
it
it'll
rid
get
of it.
worse.
Well, if they sell it to Warner Brothers, maybe they could do something. I'd be curious if Warner Brothers got a hold of Star Wars and they started pumping out some stuff. I'd watch it. I'd hit like a refresh on my perspective of Star Wars and watch it.
They would if to get my trust, they'd have to decanonize like the sequel trilogy.
Right.
They'd have to say, nope, none of that's canon. It's,
Disney, keep it.
It's the
Keep it, Disney.
prequels and the original series.
If they started over, I'd be into it.
I'd be willing to make some sacrifices. If they said even the Star Wars Rebels and Clone Wars shows aren't canon anymore, I'd be like, okay,
All right. We're starting all the way over.
we're starting over.
Let's get right back to George Lucas.
It's unfortunate.
Start something new. Don't. Star Wars is dead.
Yeah,
oh, so
it is.
just blanket statement. Star Wars is dead.
There's
no hope.
Let's just start a different story.
Dang, the one.
we need different stories. We don't need to. It can't just be Star Wars all the time.
Right. And so basically, Disney lost a bunch of money by purchasing Star Wars because they did it wrong. They're never going to
No,
recover
they made their
from
money
this.
back by now.
You think?
Yeah.
You think they made their money back?
Yeah, by now. They've made so many films. People actually liked The Force Awakens and stuff. They've made their money back at this point.
Whatever. It's all very upsetting to me. And like I was saying before we started recording, I was up late last night and I was just hate commenting because I was tired at Disney on YouTube.
Yeah,
just
I get it.
hate commenting, being like, "There's no hope for this. You guys have dug yourself into a hole that you can't get out of, and you just have to abandon it." And if you're a fan, I would abandon it as well because it's never going to be
They're
good.
not even selling Darth Vader merch at the park.
Yeah, they're done selling Darth Vader merch, and that's the most iconic Star Wars character ever.
How you know things have gone wrong. It's like if they're willing to
Prioritize Grogu over Darth Vader.
right. Well, if they're willing to say that, if they're willing to pretend like Kylo Ren is Darth Vader,
No.
Never.
no way.
Never.
They're willing to pretend like it's Rey and Chewbacca in the Millennium Falcon.
That doesn't even
That's
fit.
not what even
in my
people
spirit,
even
that doesn't even
think
register.
of. Yeah,
It doesn't even register.
no.
I want to see Han Solo go, yeehaw, and just hit hyperspeed.
Yeah,
With Chewie next to him.
Even Lando and Chewie in the Millennium Falcon.
That works too.
That's still okay for me.
Yes.
Come on, Han, oh buddy, don't let me down. You guys remember those good lines?
Yeah,
remember
I
those
remember
good
it.
movies?
I remember
Sick.
it. And this guy's not going to do Lando. What is he? He's
And Donald
Glover.
Glover's good, but no, he can't do
You
that.
think
Yeah.
Donald Glover's good?
Did
He's-
you guys
he
watch
does
Han
good stuff.
Solo?
I
But
did.
I didn't like the movie, but I'm
watched it.
saying like
I hated it.
Donald Glover is a good actor. It's just he's not Lando Calrissian.
No, he's not. And they got him because
They want Lando to
they
be
want
gay.
the name.
Yeah.
No, he's robosexual, I'm pretty sure.
Nice.
No, literally, he was attracted to his droid.
Who?
And his
Lando?
Yeah, and,
feel
and
like
then
this
they
is giving me-
and then they downloaded his droid into the Millennium Falcon.
This is giving me
So
anxiety.
it's the computer of the Millennium Falcon.
I don't
So,
wanna-
Technically, Lando has had relations with the Millennium Falcon.
Ew.
I'm sorry, I hate to break it to you guys, but
Ugh.
Woody Harrelson was in that movie.
He was freaking and so was Darth Maul. So where'd that go? Just Darth Maul, just gone.
Yeah.
Right. It's gonna happen in the next one.
In the next one,
We just
and
talked
Lando.
Yippee!
Okay, so let's do our Patreon shout out.
Yeah.
Let's pivot because
Let's-
I'm feeling anxious.
We'll do what Star Wars could never: pivot.
That's right. And thank you, Shelby.
Thank you, Shelby.
for being a Patreon supporter.
We really do appreciate it.
Oh, 100%.
Yes. And you too can be a Patreon supporter by going to Patreon,
You could.
signing up for the
Probably.
tier that suits you the best. There's even a free video that's going to be on there.
There is, and we
Is
might
it already up?
not. Yes,
Okay.
we
Sick.
might. Well, maybe not for patrons because I need some more time to edit. But when this is public, it'll be up. Yeah, we're doing free content as well as behind the paywall content.
Some rare free content.
Right. So you have.
It's
to,
usually going to have like a sibling video that's on the studio
right,
channel.
right, and I think it's fun to do that because then it's like, look, even if you don't want to pay for Patreon right now, our Patreon, you can at least still experience some of that Patreon exclusivity. You know what I'm saying?
Get over there.
Exclusive.
Exclusive.
Yeah.
And enjoy our content over there. But Shelby has joined the Patreon and she gets to enjoy
One of the
many
first.
perks. Yeah, one of the first.
We tricked her.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. We'll trick you too.
The link's in the description if you want to join. We really appreciate it if you support us over there. You guys are how we continue moving forward. So thank you for supporting us. We love you. And thank you, Shelby.
Gosh, that segment is too long.
What are you talking about?
Now that the patrons aren't watching.
Oh, they're still
that
watching,
segment
bro.
is way too long.
Well, I said we should do the 30-second stories and include the.
Oh yeah, we're gonna workshop. We're gonna workshop it.
Let's workshop it.
We're gonna workshop it. But for now, we're gonna be talking about two white guys that are cosplaying as Italians.
Ooh.
Really?
Nice. He was really pleased with himself with that joke.
He's been prepping that in his brain.
No,
He's like cosplaying as Italians. Yes, because I am Italian, 1% in fact, and
Yeah.
I can say
I don't know if Chris Pratt's Italian at all. He might be 1%.
I think he's 100% Irish.
You think so?
Yeah.
He's
and
got
you know
no-
Chris Pratt can do a better New York Italian accent than you can probably.
He was doing it all throughout the movie.
We're talking about Mario, everybody.
Yeah.
The Super Mario Bros. Movie.
This is a spoiler review, not like last week
Yeah,
where
this
we
is
were
a spoiler.
afraid to dip our toes.
Well,
We're gonna
cut-
he hadn't seen the movie.
I watched this movie with you fools. We enjoyed the crap out of
we
this.
didn't want to spoil the last one. He hadn't seen it, and
Right.
we still wanted people to go see it. It was
Which, just follow up from Dungeons & Dragons, I've heard stirrings from people who are big D&D players.
They like
okay.
it.
They like it.
Yeah,
People didn't like this though. Only
critics.
Hold up. What's the Rotten Tomatoes?
Critics didn't like
46,
this,
I think, is what I saw.
and critics are idiots. We know this.
Hold on. You're
Audiences-
jumping ahead.
However,
So let's see what the Rotten Tomatoes has to say about the movie thus far.
there it is.
Oh.
Look, they're still advertising the critic score.
Oh, 56.
Why are they calling this a smashed tomato? What is this? Get me there. Okay,
Look.
56 against 96.
Look, 196 critic reviews say that it's 50%, 56%. Like, what did it say? 5,000?
Where did it go?
Gosh, you're bad at this.
What? Wait, oh, come on now.
Get good at the internet.
I'm freaking.
There it is.
pop-up.
It's there. It's there. 5,000 ratings say that it's 96.
What is the? Why did they put this behind that? Okay, yeah. So
Yeah, why are they
against
showing audience
196. So what? So first off, let's disclose.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed this movie.
I did too. I loved
It is pure fun. It is
Yeah.
well acted, well animated.
There's
It makes
nothing
me
super
giggle.
deep about the movie.
Makes
So-
me giggle. It's fun.
It is a kids movie. The animation and the actors were fantastic. The voice actors, Chris
good.
Pratt, Seth Rogen,
Anya
Jack
Taylor-Joy.
Black, and Anya Taylor-Joy.
Seth Rogen.
What year? Oh,
He
you
just
get into it.
Yeah.
They
we'll
were
talk
all,
about that.
in my opinion, very good. The animation was good. There was a lot of cool stuff in it. I think there was some hokey, things that happened in the movie that were cheap. Let's move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Well-
him defeating the bullet. I said this last night. When he defeated the bullet, I was like, that's a cheap. He just did something to kind of
Yeah.
progress the story. And I'm like, they should have done something else.
This is a 1 hour, 20-minute film. You're not used to watching that short of movies no more.
No, he could have done
They have to.
the
They have
same
to
amount
keep
of
moving.
time with the bullet, but like just do one other, just change it and make it a little
Yeah,
different.
it felt a little contrived when we know that, like we keep referencing the games. If he had transitioned from Tanuki Mario, which he was in the Tanuki suit, and grabbed the feather and had the cape, and he's flying down with the cape like he does in the actual commercial that they film.
Right.
If he flies down with the cape and then capes the bullet bill,
Yeah.
which we know is a deflect move from Smash Bros,
Mm-hmm.
and we know that he does in the Mario games.
Yeah.
That's something that we would expect. That's something, but they didn't. He hit him in the eye with his tail.
Okay, so I
Just
thought,
things like that, and that's a little thing in my opinion.
yeah, they're real small. Overall, people are enjoying this movie with good reason. It is fun. There's no agenda. It is just let's take a whole video game franchise and Game Boy franchise and a beloved gaming world. Let's make it into a movie and let's make it fun and let's have a good time. And everybody, and even all the voice talent, it felt like they were having a good time.
I got one more qualm though.
Why are you always bringing up the qualms? I was trying to say the people who rated this Rotten Tomatoes are dumb, and I wanted to read some of their stupid comments.
But after this movie, I'm tired. I'm saying after, so I'll accept this movie. I'm tired of the real world go into the game world.
I kind of
thing.
agree,
They're probably going to do it with Barbie, is what we're predicting.
but
and
the
I
other
think,
way.
They're
yes,
leaving
the opposite
leaving
way.
the Barbie
So-
world.
And they're probably going to be doing it with a different segment that we're talking about later.
But I will
And so
say,
I'm
I will
bored
say
of
with
that.
this, Mario goes into this world and then he has to learn the rules of this world the same way we do when we're playing the video game.
Yes.
We are Mario. We're learning
awesome.
how to jump over the stuff. We're learning how to slide. We're learning how to
Dodge things.
dodge things, and we're losing lives. It's that first segment of the movie where him and Peach are going through the course.
Yeah.
It's like, that's us. He's us.
Yes.
You're learning how to drive the cart. You're learning how to deal with Donkey Kong.
It's fun.
That's the movie. And the overall, I thought the movie was enjoyable. My qualm is I didn't think Seth Rogen tried hard enough.
Okay.
And I don't think the modern, like the classic 80s music stuff fit. I don't think we needed any of that. It fit when they're in the real world. We get the Beastie Boys, No Sleep Till Brooklyn. That makes sense when they're in Brooklyn. When we're in the Mario world, I want Mario music.
And you also had an issue with the Illumination dog.
Yeah, I just hate those in general. I hate all the Illumination dogs.
But overall, it does not deserve, I think, a 56 credit score. It's a 96, which is what the audience is rating it. It's a good film. It's a lot better than a lot of crap we see lately. And think about how high these vetted reviewers put Rings of Power.
Yeah.
They put it in the 90s as a good show, and it was terrible. So I thought we should be like, well,
this does what Rings of Power doesn't. It pays homage to all the old games and even the new games. And
right. So who are some of these top critics? Who are the ones that are hating on it the most? Bunch of women.
Yeah, women don't understand Mario.
Okay, so person who gave it, that doesn't say what scores they gave it.
What it seems to have forgotten is creating an engaging story. It's bland, uninteresting, and cobbled together.
No.
It's Mario.
That's
It doesn't it doesn't have to make sense. And also, everybody gets their time to shine in this movie.
Yes.
Peach does a bunch of stuff. Even Luigi at the end saves Mario. They do a little bit of this thing called setup and payoff, where they show Luigi thinking about how his brother always sticks up for him. And Mario does save Luigi, but in the end, Luigi saves Mario.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Well, together. The message is we're stronger together.
And then in the end, it's the Super Mario Brothers.
Right.
Who defeat Bowser.
Right.
That's awesome. Everybody gets something.
That's a wholesome message. That's not cobbled together.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Emotionally bland.
And yet
garish. Garish enough to psychologically sedate the preteen Easter audience.
This is game over.
Kevin Mayer from the UK.
Yeah. What does this say? Kids may have the time of their lives watching the Super Mario Bros. Movie, but for most adults, this is game over.
Incorrect. We had fun.
Yeah, this is game over.
She didn't play the Mario games.
No,
of course she
didn't play the Mario.
She's a white
games.
blonde.
Sarah Fetters.
Yeah,
we're just gonna call them out because these people are dumb.
She didn't play the Mario games.
Okay.
This movie is for kids.
Okay,
it's for kids.
James says,
but you can enjoy it as an adult too.
Exactly. James says, I found myself wanting more, as if I was only getting part of the experience, but Super Mario Bros. Is not intended to work in the same way that the conventional films do. It's not about cinematic enjoyment, it's about expanding a brand.
It's about Mario.
No.
It's about the Mario world.
The Mario world is wacky. Yeah. It doesn't follow conventional plot points. And so we are going to suspend our reality to the Mario universe, and it delivers.
Yeah, I think it delivers 100%.
He's trying to see moonlight.
It even delivers on the little emotional moments. Exactly. He's like, my dad, I don't think he's proud of me. And then at the end, they're like, your dad is proud of you.
Let's get off this.
Great. That's fun. That's enjoyable.
Freaking these reviewers.
I like the one lady who was like, why is Mario wearing a cat suit? Is he a furry?
Did you say that in the theater?
No, it was a review. Oh. It's like, did you not play any of the games?
Oh, every moment,
bear suits and cat suits.
Every moment is either developing the simple but wholesome story that they're trying to tell, or giving us Mario World Easter eggs and references, and I love it. It's fun. The sound mixing, all the sound effects.
Tenacious D.
A little bit of Tenacious
D, y'all.
Heck yeah.
For the kids.
Did you guys see the Instagram video he put up?
Yeah, that was funny.
You want to preview it real quick?
It was the same thing. It was the Peaches song.
But he's actually playing it?
Dancing and stuff.
Hold on, let's preview it real quick.
And he's got like a little Bowser outfit. But when Mario and Donkey Kong are running through the Mushroom Kingdom, that was awesome.
Right.
That was so fun. That's everything you kind of want to see with these characters.
Mm-hmm. Let me search Jack Black. Let's just preview this for people know.
G.R. Kelly.
This is something I searched a long time ago.
Jake Black.
Oops. Jack Black. There it is.
There he is. Jake Black.
Okay, let's preview this.
Oh, Lizzo.
He had a big weekend, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. I hope Nintendo doesn't copyright strike us.
We're not. We're just gonna. I'm gonna turn it on and off.
It's from my one and only true love.
Okay.
H, you're so cool.
This is a scene in the movie.
Yeah, yes.
That
Where
is
Bowser's
funny.
playing the piano, singing about
Hold on,
Peach.
just click
Yeah.
it into it one more time. I just want to hear.
I just love how.
Understand. I'm on.
This is so Jack Black.
Yeah.
I love that he went ahead and just did this. This is good marketing. This is just
I
fun.
love this comment. Elton John who?
Peaches, 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 peaches. Oh, yeah.
I
That's
freaking
such
love
a
this.
Jack Black thing to do. Oh, yeah.
I love it so much, and it's just fun. It's just fun,
Yeah.
and that's the point of
Maybe
this.
That's why it didn't land with the critics, because they're not Tenacious D
They-
fans. They
well,
don't
They
understand.
They don't
looking
know
to
how to have fun.
Yeah, they're looking for. Dang. They're looking for activism. They're looking for like deep messages about our modern day culture in the stories.
This is just a Mario movie.
It's just fun.
It's just fun.
It's just fun, and that's what people are missing, and that's why. But the audience knows. That's why the audience is giving it so many good reviews.
Because it's a movie you can go and you can hang out with your friends.
Yeah.
You can hang out with kids and watch
Giggle.
this movie.
I was having so much fun hearing kids laugh
Hearing
at this
kids-
movie.
There was what was that one little? There was one little kid in the
It
very
like
front
the
who was
screen
like,
went black and this little girl just goes ah, and it made me laugh.
awesome.
I was happy to see kids enjoying it.
Yeah. It's the
Fun.
same. It's the same kind of thing. I feel like some people got from Dungeons and Dragons. It's just a fun movie to watch with the family and enjoy something.
Fun for the whole family is what they
Yeah.
like to say.
So Chris Pratt was right when he said just watch the movie. Maybe watch it
Yes.
twice.
Yeah,
Just watch it.
he said watch the
Are
movie.
we gonna have to go watch it again today?
He said,
Well, I'll watch it when it comes. I don't know. The one thing, it's fun to watch in the theaters because you get the group experience.
Yeah.
It's not a necessary theater movie.
no.
It's not like a big
It's
cinematic
really
experience.
cool to see it on the big screen,
But you don't have to.
but you don't have to.
It's fun for seeing the people react.
And look,
to it,
I
you know?
kind of maybe I expected a little bit more of a Wreck-It Ralph
Yeah,
kind of story
Yeah.
with this.
which is kind of what it
But
was.
it doesn't have to be super deep.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of get everything. You know, Peach and Mario have kind of an instant attraction to each other.
Yeah.
She does stuff. She's cool in this movie. Mario's cool in this movie. Everybody gets a thing.
Everybody gets a good thing. And so 1 out of 10.
6, 7. I'll just say 7.
8.
I give it an 8. Now it's just because it's just standing out in a sea of just bad stuff right now.
Like if you threw on the Mario movie right now, I'd watch it.
I'd watch it.
That's the kind of movie
I'd
that's
recommend
like-
we watch it.
That's the kind of movie that's like if you throw it on, I'm gonna watch it.
And I gave Top Gun an 8. I think you guys gave it a
Whoa.
9.
I would give Top Gun.
I gave
an
Top
8,
Gun.
and this is 7.
Look, as far as
I'd watch
enjoyment
both of
goes,
them.
Yeah,
I-
I'd watch both of them. I'd watch both.
I
of them.
think they're both good.
I give it 8s for different reasons.
Yes, and that's the point. And that's the point.
Good. Don't be Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph. I do this.
Oh, we're doing 5 words or less.
Don't be Wreck-It Ralph. Or don't. I did.
Don't be Wreck-It Ralph.
Be your own thing.
They were.
I know.
So why are you giving them advice to be something else when they didn't do that anyway?
They kind of did.
No, they didn't. It wasn't Wreck-It Ralph.
I guess mine needed more from Seth Rogen.
Okay.
He didn't even try. He didn't give. That's
He
all
didn't.
I wanted. That Donkey Kong sound.
No.
Donkey Kong makes a specific noise, and it's
Right.
nothing. He's just like, I'm Seth Rogen.
Yeah, but that was fun. That was fun. That was fun.
That was pretty good.
That was a better Donkey Kong.
I love Seth Rogen's laugh. It's funny. What? Give it.
Chris Pratt was right. That's all
There
I
you
can.
go. Yeah.
Just freaking watch the movie. You'll enjoy it.
You'll
You won't be
enjoy it.
disappointed you watched it. I can tell you that much. So yeah, and that's it.
So we've only got a little bit left, but
A little bit of time. What are we sitting at time-wise?
we're sitting at an hour right now.
All right,
Okay.
let's keep going.
All
Let's
right.
keep going. We got more to cover.
Yeah, we got 2 more segments real quick. One we can kind of breeze through a little bit because we don't have a ton of information, but we got a little bit.
All right.
So on top of the animation stuff that's coming out this weekend, they had to announce another animation movie. Not till 2025, but we're getting a Minecraft movie. Yeah.
Literally gonna hit the gwitty on the Minecraft.
This might be fun. I don't know much about Minecraft. I played it a little bit, but I didn't play it that much.
It's going to be
So-
difficult to resonate with these characters because I look at Minecraft in general and I
blocks.
get anxious.
Yeah.
There's too much to look at. And Minecraft in general is like overstimulated. You know what I mean?
Overstimulated.
There's no depth. There's no. It's just
literally the simplest thing to look at.
No.
It's blocks.
you look at it,
It's pixels, big pixels.
big
Yeah.
pixel, and that's the problem. I don't know where to look. You have to look at it for a second and be like, okay, I guess these 2 characters. But when you watch this as a movie, I'm gonna be anxious as crap, man, because I'm gonna be like, where am I supposed to be looking? Who's talking right now? You know what I
It
mean?
is going to be easy to animate because it is blocks.
It's gonna be easy to animate, but it's gonna be anxiety inducing.
I don't think this is a movie that needs to
But
be
you
made.
play Minecraft.
No.
You're used to it.
I don't think this movie needs to be made.
No, I don't either, but they're just trying to do another animation movie.
I think Mario movie needed to be made because we got that crappy one. Right? I don't think this needs to be made.
Even crazier than this being made, you know who's going to be starring in it?
Jason.
The
Jason,
lovable...
meh.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa is going to be in this Minecraft movie.
Yeah.
Now, does he fit in a Minecraft movie?
He's gonna play Steve.
Steve.
He could. I mean, there is this...
Minecraft.
Voice talent.
Yeah, he could, there is this lovableness to Jason Momoa that I think would fit into an animated movie, but he's not been in anything animated, has he?
No. Because he's sold on his body and his hair.
I don't know. He could
He could do
got
it.
a
He could do
decent
it.
Voice.
I mean,
But it doesn't. Could you picture his voice coming out of a
block.
block?
Yeah, and
Not
you
really,
know,
not really.
This movie will be somebody transported to the Minecraft world.
oh, definitely.
Yay!
You
Yeah.
think?
I liked that for Mario because it's us. We're Mario. You know, we're
Yeah.
entering the game world, and you gotta learn how the Mario world works. But I don't want to see that with everything.
I'd rather watch a Fortnite film. I'd rather watch a film about Fortnite
Kill yourself.
over Minecraft. I'd rather watch Fortnite. At least we would see all the weirdos do the dances, and we would get to see the.
Stop
Stolen
talking.
dances.
Why are you
Can
so
please
upset
stop
about
talking?
this?
I hate that.
The dances
You
that
can
people
hate it.
steal.
That's the worst idea.
Let me give you the pitch. You could see
It's
Jason
not
Momoa.
stealing. You can't copyright a dance.
Look, imagine Jason
So
Momoa.
so when people are doing the foxtrot, they're stealing from people who died 300 years ago.
Imagine Jason Momoa.
Well,
That's mine.
yeah.
That's retarded.
Look,
No.
imagine Jason Momoa jumping out of a sky vehicle
I hate that.
into a
Dumb.
circle, and then having to kill people, and the whole time he's wearing a speedo. Fortnite,
you
everybody.
were saying
Jason
all
Momoa?
of the things.
Yeah. I hate this.
Please.
I hate the idea of making a Minecraft movie.
I do,
Yeah,
but that
it's
doesn't
dumb.
make
Fortnite's a
Fortnite
better
better.
idea. Fortnite's a better idea.
Much worse.
It's a better idea.
a better idea would
I'll
make
say this: Minecraft has a story.
Fortnite is essentially Hunger Games.
Yeah, so they've already done a movie.
No, but you have to do it Fortnite. It has to be more silly.
Nope. Don't want to see it ever. Never want to see that.
What do you?
As far as video game movies go, I Mass Effect.
What about
Make Mass Effect.
what about Black Ops?
Make Dead Space. Dead Space is.
I could
Dead
see them
Space.
doing like a TV show of that.
over Black Ops?
Yeah.
Call of Duty Black Ops.
I could see that. But it would definitely be.
So we'll see what comes out of Minecraft. I think it's just the bandwagon scenario.
Yeah.
I don't think it's anything serious.
We're gonna hit another wave of video game movies like we got a couple like 15 years ago, where they're all just bad video game adaptations.
Because
of
Mario's good.
Mario. I think Last of Us is contributing to this. I think even Dungeons and Dragons is contributing to this.
Somewhat. Game-related movies.
We're gonna get a ton of really bad game movies.
What
Not
other
game movies? Game movies.
adaptations?
Video.
Remember A Prince of Persia? Heck yeah. Jake Gyllenhaal just doing front backflips off of walls.
You gotta remember Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Heck yeah.
That was
Jake
such a
Gyllenhaal.
bad movie.
I like that. I like that. We should go watch that this afternoon.
Prince of Persia.
Heck yeah.
Oh my gosh,
It has what's her name with that smooth voice?
It's such a bad movie.
With the smooth voice.
The smooth voice lady. She's kind of
She's
cute.
the one from X-Men Origins.
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah.
John Carter.
Yeah.
She was in X-Men Origins and John Carter.
John Carter was a book, not a game, right?
No, she wasn't in John Carter. The girl in Prince of Persia is not in John Carter. They're two different people.
Are you sure?
Yes, I just watched John Carter.
It don't matter. It don't matter. Frick.
You're probably right.
Before we go to the last section, I wanted to let you guys know I started Blade, the first movie.
Sick.
I started it. Haven't watched the whole thing
Heck
through.
yeah.
How do you start Blade?
How you
not
start
finish?
Blade and not finish?
Very easy. Your
It's a
child
movie.
starts screaming in your face.
It's your child.
And you have to
yeah.
pause it and you don't get back to it.
You know who was also a child once? Blade.
I will say this. I was not expecting it to be what it is.
What would you expect it to be?
Not what I'm seeing.
What you
How far
expect
did
it to
you
be?
I got about 40 minutes into the first
Oh,
movie.
nice.
So I saw the whole club slaughter
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
beginning.
I like the part where the cops shoot him and he's like, "Are you out of your mind?" And then he jumps out of the building. Blade is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, he's all right.
He's
pretty cool.
I'm not fully invested yet, but it's a fun ride. It's definitely got that early 2000s vibe.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of rough. Late 90s.
like that
goth
color,
era.
Yeah, color grading of
Messy, dirty, real
the
dirty.
Matrix. Like a color grading of like the Matrix
Right,
or like
right.
early X-Men movies.
Yes. Yes.
X1.
It's like they were going for a specific look.
Blade is dumb and cheesy, and I love it.
I'm trying to take that energy into watching it.
You can't go into Blade and be like, "This is going to be a serious movie with vampires." No.
And a man who protects them from vampires.
Yeah, it's you got to go in looking for the cheese.
Look, what I was interested was the concept of humans being basically kind of like henchmen or slaves to certain vampire lords.
Yeah, familiar.
Familiar?
Yeah, that's
That's what they call it.
That's pretty common.
Familiars.
That's pretty
Yeah.
common with
Interesting concept.
That's pretty common with most vampire stories.
Yeah.
I guess I don't get out enough. Yeah, I know that's
familiar.
Renfield, but I'm just saying. I guess I don't see enough stories with that
You've got to be tapped into the more
monster genre.
monster-related occult movies.
Okay.
Just
Well,
joking about spit.
As I dabble, I'll give you a play-by-play.
We haven't
okay?
watched a good werewolf movie in a while. Is there anything good coming out on that front? We had a whole 2 seasons or 3 seasons where we were just watching them.
All right. So, can I introduce this last bit? Something that would never, a list that Blade would never be on. Okay.
Just clip it.
Here we go. A list that Blade would never be on.
Yes. Who is this from?
So the Hollywood Reporter posted a long freaking article. And I don't know who made this list, but apparently this is the Hollywood official list for the best movies thus far for the 21st century.
Okay. All right.
He said, "Thus far," and you cross your eyes.
He crossed his eyes.
Thus far.
For the best Hollywood movies of the 21st century, okay?
Yeah.
So we're not going to look at the top 50. It's too long, too much.
much.
We're going to hit top 20. I'm going to warn you guys. We haven't seen a lot of these because a lot of them are just abstract movies that we've never heard of.
Like Oscar winners.
Is not even necessarily. Not even nominated necessarily. These are just movies that people know about somehow that we don't know about.
Let's go through them.
All right, so
Far
we're going to
From
start at
Heaven.
20. Far From Heaven
I mean,
is
this
2022 2002.
Aren't we supposed to be going up or down?
It's going down.
Okay.
To number 1.
I mean, this makes
Or from
sense. This is a well-known cast.
Yeah.
I maybe could see this.
If you guys, we're gonna run through these.
Yeah.
So
get
if you
Julianne
know about
Moore.
these movies, just leave a comment. Say I've seen that. I've seen that. Let's see how many of these movies you've actually watched. We'll let you know what we've watched. 19 is Drive My Car. So
I've been wanting to watch this. That's a Korean film, isn't it? That I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix.
It looks Japanese.
let's see.
I don't know, but
There's a lot of words that I don't know how to distinguish between.
I've been wanting to watch this.
Haruki
This is on
Murakami.
Netflix.
Yeah, probably. Okay, so number 18 is Shoplifters.
Another Asian film.
Another Asian. And there's a lot of Asian films in this. Let's see. Number 19 is Talk to Her. Never heard, so thus far, haven't heard of any of these.
Yeah, this is, it's bizarre. This looks like a French film?
Probably.
It does, yeah.
It's very stylized. What year did this come out? 2002.
2002.
It's got that early 2000s look like
Yeah.
Blade. Got a slight green hue.
Eternal Sunshine
Of the Spotless Minds.
Mind.
I've heard stirrings of this movie, and I never went out and watched it.
Maybe we'll have to check out some of these on the list.
Maybe, but I don't know that I trust this list, and you'll see why a little bit later.
Okay.
All right. This is the one that really shook me, to use a modern word.
15?
Wait
a minute.
Word that the that
She's
the
in
kids
that
use.
movie?
Yes.
Kirsten Dunst.
MJ's
I'm
in
gonna
this
watch
movie.
it just for that.
You don't wanna.
Oh, okay.
You don't wanna.
You've been telling me so much bad stuff about this,
Okay,
but it's winning
so
awards. It's
during-
doing this. So I'm gonna watch this to get
That
my
should
own
be a
opinion.
reason you don't watch it.
I'm gonna watch it just because.
In this movie
Watch
that
it.
came out during the pandy,
Ew, don't say that. Sounds
Summer
like
of Love.
right? 2021, starring Benedict Cumberbatch and this lady.
we've talked about this before. Let's go on. I don't want
Look, if you heard me, The Power of the Dog is terrible. It's on Netflix
It
if you want
shouldn't
to watch
be
it.
on this list.
It should definitely not 15. This is pandering like I don't even know how to describe it or to what to reference it by. But this is a terrible movie. There's no story. It's like a film that people said we're making an art film, and so all along the way they said this is art, and this is art.
Can you
But
think
really,
of
it's ignorance and lack of skill and lack of writing ability.
Ooh,
This,
14. That,
you know what?
Wait, that's
I give it to this.
An animated?
14 is
Wall-E.
Wall-E.
Wall-E's a beautiful movie.
That's an animated
That is
film,
a
though.
Disney Pixar.
Can you think of
from
a
2008
movie that you would sub in for Power of the Dog that fits better?
that fits better or is similar
Wall-E?
to Power of the Dog?
That fits better.
Oh, there's so that's such a big question because there's
310 to
so
Yuma?
many. Maybe there are so many good movies. It's so much
310's
better
its
than
own thing,
Power of the
though.
Dog.
I haven't seen
If
Power.
we're just going with like a cowboy style
the
thing.
new True Grit, the next one
Gosh,
is
that's a
way
bad
better than
movie.
Power of the Dog.
Okay.
Way better.
That's a terrible movie.
I kind of enjoy it.
All right, so Wall-E is number
got-
4.
It's got
I
Matt
think
Damon
this is
in it.
well placed.
This is well played.
Well
I
placed.
love this movie.
So
Yeah,
This
it's
is on
weird
my
that
list.
they're doing all live action and one animated, though.
okay, so
Don't know what this is.
13 is Burning, another Korean or Asian film. Moonlight, this one won an award
It did win
back
some
in
awards.
2017
Yeah.
for the 2016
Over
films.
La La Land, I believe.
Yeah,
which
it
was
beat
a much
La La
better
Land,
film.
and I never watched this.
Wait, is this the one that they messed up and pulled?
Yeah, they were like, it's
La
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 La Land,
But
they
it
were
wasn't.
Like,
It was
actually, it's
Moonlight. Moonlight was
They
one. but
really
they-
are messing up with
They
these
messed up hard
these
with this.
award
We're
shows.
still talking about how they messed up that one. But Moonlight is number 12 on the list. Haven't seen it, but
16.
I don't think it's probably bad. Boyhood.
Boyhood.
Did you guys ever watch this one?
No.
I think I did.
Is this
I
the
think
one
I
that's
did.
the one that takes place over a bunch of years?
Yes.
I think.
I remember
think
this.
did.
I remember the Oscars for this.
Right.
I don't remember anything about it though.
So Get Out is number
Okay.
10. Got a
That's
Jordan
pretty good.
Peele. Jordan Peele film.
Is Get
you
Out
watched Get
the
Out
best-
recently, not too
Yeah.
long ago. Do you think it fits as 10
Out of
Number
Best
10?
of-
No.
best
This
of
isn't
all
number
21st century?
No.
It should be on this list. Maybe not
Yeah.
10, but
Maybe like
This-
42. Maybe like
this was
42
early
plays.
Jordan, so it has an indie film feel to it.
I
I went back and
believe-
realized I was like, the story's good, but the shooting and all this stuff, it feels very like he rented some cameras and filmed it.
If we're
Right.
going top 50, this is definitely in top 50.
Yeah. but down
it's
in the
not
40s.
number 10.
Down in the 40s, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe high 30s.
Yeah, this is not number 10.
All right. 4 months, 3 weeks, and 2
Never heard of
days.
this.
Never. heard of it.
2007, this movie came out. That looks extremely indie as well, but it got number 9 place. Number 8 place is In the Mood for Love back in 2000.
Who made
looks like
this
a
list?
This looks like a Japanese film.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We don't know who made the list. This is done by the Hollywood Reporter. They have
might be a
50
Korean film.
movies. Okay, another Asian one, but somebody's really
There's a
paying
lot.
attention to the Asian market
Yeah.
here.
You guys are racist. It's just some Asian film. Could be China. Could be Japan.
Well,
Read
we
the
do
names.
pander to China too much.
Read the names. They
How do you
indicate
know?
for
Okay,
you.
can you please give me a lesson? How do you know what's the difference?
Some like
Wong, is that Chinese?
this could be Chinese.
Some of them say,
Wong
like,
Kar-ee,
a Japanese-
Mark Lee Ping,
Japanese film. Some of them say that
All
right on
right.
the top line, Japanese film.
Tony Leung. This
And I'm not
sounds-
racist. I just think I've got no time when they're putting all
You're
these
just lumping
films,
all the Asian films.
all these films
in
that
a
I
one-
don't know when I know there's so many good ones. This also shook me. Number 7.
Look, does this would this be on the top 50? Maybe
For some
Yeah.
people.
Would it be number 7?
Brokeback Mountain.
Scroll
Brokeback.
past.
The gay cowboy movie.
Just scroll back.
Just
But
just,
that's and that's the thing.
just
That's what people
Jake
know it
Gyllenhaal.
for. Where's
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Inception? Where's Inception?
I don't
on
think a
this
single
list?
Chris Nolan film is on this list of 50.
The Dark Knight.
These are all
the
very
Dark Knight.
artsy films.
Spirited Away.
Is it this the stage
this-
play that we saw?
Yeah.
So they're doing a stage play based on this anime.
Would this be on the list?
It's
yes.
the- it's-
Would it be this high up? No.
Dora
Japan,
the Explorer.
Tokyo,
Yeah.
Japan.
Yeah.
It's a Japan
It's a Japanese movie.
Japanese
Studio
Dora the
Ghibli.
Explorer.
No.
Oh,
Absolutely not.
I've
All
never
right, number
seen it.
5 is Mulholland Drive. Mulholland Drive
I don't
from
like the way she's
2001.
looking at her.
They just grabbed random screen
Yeah.
grabs. Don't know. Zodiac.
I have
This-
seen
This is good.
It's good, but
I don't know if
this
it's
isn't
number 4.
This isn't top 50 of the
No.
21st century.
This
No.
What's
yeah.
a better serial killer movie? Throw one out.
than Zodiac.
I eat fava beans. For what is
7.
that called?
That's
7.
not 21st century.
Oh, was that in the 90s?
That was.
Oh, is that what
yeah.
this list is?
Yeah, this is 21st. 2000. 2000s and up.
I thought,
Where's the
I didn't know how-
Matrix? Oh, the Matrix was probably
90s.
99.
Yeah.
Zodiac's not bad. I don't know if it deserves
7.
4th. Well, I just said
7.
that.
Oh.
And
Yeah,
s-
yeah.
I didn't
It's
hear
7 2000s? 7
Yeah,
is
yeah.
better than this.
Yeah, it's like 2003.
What are you saying, dude?
I don't know.
I
it could be
literally
90.
just said 7, and you were like, not 2000.
No, he's
Not
talking
19th
about something
I
else.
was talking about something else.
Okay,
wasn't
well, I said 7.
I
Okay,
wasn't
well,
listening
scroll.
to you.
Zodiac.
I don't know when 7
it's
was
on
out,
there.
but it probably is better than that. The Gleaners and I
What?
don't know. This is some probably rando. Apparently, it has number 3 spot.
What?
2000. This looks like a really poorly made film.
Yeah.
Remember, this is like
This is
when
a terrible list.
This was like the height of the artsy film school
Yeah.
directors that were coming out with the Blair Witch Project that everyone was freaking out about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But it's really just a poorly made movie.
What number is this?
3.
Oh, 2.
Number 2, Inside Llewyn Davis.
Is that Oscar Isaac?
Yep.
That is Oscar Isaac. 2013. Never saw this, but I would say, where's Walter Mitty?
Walter Mitty.
What?
Walter Mitty's
100%.
probably better than this movie.
I
No,
don't think
I
I don't
respect
think
you-
Walter Mitty's number 2, but Walter Mitty is definitely like I don't know.
Top 10.
16.
16. Yes.
I accept Oscar Isaac. So I've never seen this, but I do accept this slot only because it's Oscar Isaac.
He's not number
All right.
2 though.
Maybe
And
not.
the really disappointing conclusion.
Number 1.
Number 1 is a film called Yee Yee that we never watched, and we don't. I've never even heard of it until I saw this
Well, it
list.
looks earlier. Wait, completed in 99.
Although it's completed in '99, it was released in
Oh.
2000.
I need to read.
What is
Oh
this?
my gosh, there's so
Okay.
many good movies that came out.
Okay, looking at this, do you think this is Korean or Chinese?
Let's see. It's Tsai Ming Liang.
That's Chinese, bro.
That sounds Chinese.
Give us your predictions for this. And let's do 30-second stories because we're about to.
What my predictions for what?
I want to see some of the movies before 20.
You want to go through all 50, don't you?
I just want
Yeah.
you to scroll through and see if we recognize anything.
All right.
Because what a disappointing list.
Of top 20
They're
from.
so they have no idea what they're talking about.
All right, another Asian film.
Parasite would be
Parasite.
in the top 50 list.
But that's what
for
they
some
gave it.
people.
All right.
Okay.
Don't
Before
scroll
Sunset.
quick.
Shots of Rum.
Timbuktu.
Okay, Call Me by Your Name. This is just Gay Timothy.
Yeah.
All right. Nope. Nope. At Berkeley. Nope.
I
Serious
don't
Man.
recognize any of these.
That's what I'm saying. This is a weird freaking
Yeah.
list.
Marie Antoinette. I remember that one. Manchester by the Sea. That makes sense.
The Return.
Never seen it.
Portrait of a Lady on Fire. No.
Never seen it.
The Social
makes
Network.
sense.
That's a good movie.
Yeah,
I think it
where
goes
it's in the
should,
spot it's in. It
should be
actually
higher
makes
up
sense.
than 34. And The Favorite. No. Lovers Rock. No.
Never seen that.
Wendy and Lucy.
No.
What is this list? Children of Men.
That makes sense.
I'm Not Your N-Word. Well,
You can-
old version of
you
that
can
word.
say that word.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'm Not Your Negro.
You can say that.
All right. Summer of Soul. That looks like a fun movie. I'd probably watch that one. Just by that picture,
I
it
haven't
looks
seen
like a fun
that.
movie.
2021.
Okay, here's
Labyrinth.
41. This is a Guillermo del Toro film.
It's critically acclaimed. I mean, I guess it would be on there.
Grizzly Man. Things to Come. Bridesmaids.
No.
How the crap
No.
did that make it on the
Absolutely
list?
not.
Yeah.
No.
No.
If we're
40
going,
That's not
there's
even on
so
the
many.
list.
There's so many good comedies to put on this list.
Yeah, don't put that.
Bridesmaids
No,
isn't on
no.
there.
This is a dumb list. Whose idea was to put this segment in this podcast?
Who wrote this
Don't say
article?
that. I said we shouldn't necessarily because we don't know a lot of these films. And you're like, no, we're talking about it. Black Panther's number 49.
I wouldn't put Black Panther on this list. It's not a good movie.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that do like Black Panther.
But
so
if-
maybe 49 is a good spot for it.
If you want to pander, but if you're looking at Black Panther objectively, it's not one of the best films of the 21st century.
Look,
Can we find out who wrote this? Zoom out a little bit. Maybe we'll be able to see better. By John Frosch, David Rooney, Sherry Linden. Okay, so these people are all wrong. They have no idea what they're talking about.
assuming their name.
Look, just because a movie is critically acclaimed and people really love it, something like Inception, doesn't mean that it doesn't deserve to go on this list.
Also-
it's famous because it's a good movie.
What gives them the right to make the official list of best 50 movies in the 21st century?
Yeah.
Hollywood
so far.
Reporter, critics pick.
There
the
might be a
50
few more Asian films that come out that we want to put on this later on.
There's so many just no-name movies on this
Yeah.
list. Good grief, everybody.
And look, you see how they do it? They put
the ones you know.
Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah.
They put Brokeback Mountain. They put Get Out on the front.
Where'd it
all the
go?
ones we know.
Where'd it go? Oh, it's right here.
That's ridiculous.
You got Oscar Isaac. The ones we
Look at that,
know.
Studio Ghibli. People
Look,
recognize
Zodiac.
Moonlight. People recognize these.
Moonlight.
And then they fill in the rest with movies
Freaking
nobody's seen.
Timothy Chalamet. The rest, the freaking... Yes, you're right. You're right.
And look, I'm not saying that those movies aren't necessarily good movies. They're probably
But nobody watched them.
potentially good. But everybody's heard of Inception.
And everyone loves it.
Everybody's heard of The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
And
But-
those are films.
Those are good movies.
If we're putting Black
Those are
Panther
decent.
on the list,
Yeah.
all of Chris Nolan's films should be up
the
before Black
superhero
Panther.
movies, Black Panther doesn't go up on the list.
It's pretty far down on the ones not
Iron
to
Man
put
goes up on that list before Black Panther.
there. 100%.
Shoot, Captain America, Thor, and Avengers go up on that
The
list
Black
before
Panther is
Black Panther.
pandering 100%.
Yeah.
So 30 seconds.
Yeah. We got about 5. We got
5 minutes?
we got 3 minutes.
All right, let's
All right,
do it
let's
quick.
do it. Okay, whose turn?
Me. No,
It's
because
you.
no, I did it last week. Yeah, it's you.
All right, hurry up. Give me prompts.
Spaghetti and shoes.
Spaghetti and shoes?
Chairs,
Chairs?
white people.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah. We're touching on some serious race.
Give me a countdown.
You want 10 seconds?
Give it to me.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
10 seconds. Go.
La, 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 la.
Go.
All right, so a big group of white people are deciding to play musical chairs in the streets of Brooklyn.
Why are they gonna be
Nice.
white?
On the sides, there are Mexican restaurants. They serve spaghetti there. Unfortunately,
Weird choice.
the hot commodity in the streets are shoes these days.
Wait, what?
So what they're doing is they're playing musical chairs to see who gets all the shoes, and so there's two main characters, two white people, and they're fighting for one selfish reasons, one for good reasons. The good reasons is he's going to donate all the shoes to the local cobbler to get his business started. The other person is trying to sell all the shoes to make the highest profit possible to get everyone else shoes back. All right, that's all
Okay.
I got. Yeah.
Yeah, you went 20 seconds over, but you got everything in the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, so I was trying to I presented a scenario and I presented a motivation. So
I don't
one
accept
person's trying to
This world sounds post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, I don't accept this
a
because
group of white people in Brooklyn trying to play
you-
musical chairs for shoes.
you
There's spaghetti.
word
next
vomited
door.
what we said.
No, I didn't.
So you said the words, but that's not a cohesive
I
story.
created a setting
No, it
with
works.
the prompts. Then I decided to build a story.
Nobody's
around
gonna
it.
ever go into the street and play musical chairs.
Yeah, but I mean, is that more ridiculous than the Mario movie?
People. Okay, hold on. People are just going around in Steven Spielberg movies. People are just going around singing and dancing their hearts out in the middle of New York. That would never happen either.
What's Steven Spielberg movie? Oh,
West Side's freaking Story.
yeah, but that's a famous play.
Why, how dare you tell me, come up with a story in 30 seconds with 4 ridiculous prompts and say it's never even
It's not a
considered to be
cohesive
reality.
story.
People can play musical chairs. A bunch of good white people can play musical chairs downtown Brooklyn.
So they're good whites now?
Good whites, most of them.
It's the Mexican restaurants that serve spaghetti for me.
Yeah,
That-
it's
that's
word
where
vomit.
you departed from
Yeah,
reality.
yeah, just an Italian
I was
restaurant.
gonna
just
bring
does
it back
serve
Why
in.
didn't you say Italian? Nobody said Mexican anything.
Well, I'll be honest.
You brought
I'll
Mexicans
be
into
honest.
this.
My brain thought Mexican and my mouth said, my brain thought Italian and my mouth said Mexican.
I mean, they're pretty similar people.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they
I was
are.
saying Brooklyn for the Italian restaurant and a spaghetti, and my mouth said
It's a
Mexican,
spaghetti.
but my brain said Italian. So that's my bad. I meant
They're
Italian.
family-oriented,
But I still said
Catholic
spaghetti.
immigrants.
Yeah.
Italians and Mexicans,
Wow.
they're very
This
similar.
this whole podcast
But they don't serve
felt
spaghetti.
like spit words. Let's see what comes out of it.
Well, I'm the one who's sleep deprived here. I'm trying my best.
I got sleep. It's just my mind is not forming sentences. It's forming words.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching. We love you.
Thank you for watching The Magical Mandatory.